from Akil Hussain. A great ball here, pitching and turning away from the right-hander. And Danish Males were forced to play the drive. And a little faint outside edge. And good take there by Sanju Samson there. And that'll be the first wicket here for CSK as Danish Male will have to make his way back towards the dressing room. He's been dismissed for a golden duck there. Caught Samson, bowled Hussain, and that'll be 7 for 1 after 1. Namandir has been brought at number 3 here for Mumbai Indians. He's been promoted up the order as we saw in the previous game. Here is Mukesh Chowdhury, a full-length delivery shaping away from the left-hander outswinger. He drives it down the ground towards the long off region, mid-off region there. That will be a dot ball here. Akil Hussain picking up a wicket of his last ball of his first over there. The ball turning away from the right-hander and Sanju Samson holding on to the catch there. This time a good length delivery outside the off stump, climbing onto the batter there. Quinton de Kock tries to cut it away and is only managed to get it towards the short third man fielder there. Good fielding there by Shivam Dubey. That will be a dot ball here. And to all the folks, welcome to the stream here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Kindly excuse us. The last stream cut off due to a power outage, and that's the reason we had to start a different stream out here. So kindly do not mind about that. As here is Mukesh Chowdhury this time driving length outside the off stump and is driven it straight towards the gully fielder there. Good fielding position there by the captain there, and that'll be a dot ball here. And I'm just grabbing my dinner there, so that's the reason my camera is turned off. So just give me about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm just going to complete my dinner and then I'll turn on my camera too. So thank you so much for bearing me. And this is your very own sports journalist Saurav Vichmurthy bringing you the stream here of Mumbai Indians taking off CSK in this IPL contest here. And 2-8 the target on board here for Mumbai Indians, and they already lost Malalwar in the form of a first ball duck in the last for all of the first over there. Once again a good length delivery shaping away from the left-hander. He's driven it away once again towards the gully fielder there. Good field position to bring in that gully there. The ball was off the practice surface, so almost bounced out Sarfraz Khan in the gully position, but he's managed to stop the ball there. That'll be a dot ball there. Well, it's a backward point there. Beg your point there. This time Mukesh Chowdhury, outswinger, full length delivery, shaping away from the left-hander, inside edge, and his stumps have been rattled there. His stumps have been rattled there. What a wonderful wicket here from Mukesh Chowdhury. His stumps have been rattled there. He's chopped it on here. Quinton de Kock here. He's chopped it on. And can you imagine? A Mumbai Indians wickets falls and the Wankhede erupts here. A Mumbai Indians wickets falls and the Wankhede erupts here. That speaks volumes about the kind of supporters Chennai have at Wankhede tonight here. Quinton de Kock has to make the long walk back towards the dressing room there. Mukesh Chowdhury there. Great swing there. That late outswing there, going away from the batter there, and Quinton de Kock there. Hard hands towards the ball off the inside edge. He's chopped it on here, and Mukesh Chowdhury there picking up his wicket here. Wonderful bowling there from Mukesh Chowdhury. Wonderful field placement, and this time he's managed to get the inside as the late seam movement, and Quinton de Kock played it on his stumps, and he's been dismissed for 7 runs of 10 balls, and that will be the fall of second wicket here. 7 for 2 after 1.5 overs here. Surya Kumar Yadav at number 4. Mukesh Chaudhary running into bowl to Surya Kumar Yadav. Surya Kumar Yadav onto the pads, and it flicks it away towards the mid-wicket region there. What a wonderful shot here to get off the mark here, and that'll be 4 runs here. He'll be up and running here. 11 for 2 after 2. And to all the folks watching the stream, this is your very own sports journalist Saurav Murthy, currently battling my 5th cancer, bringing the stream live here from Wankhede. And just give me about 10 to 15 minutes there. I'm just a little bit late because I had some appointments earlier through this evening. I'm just finishing off my dinner because I need to cater to my medicines and stuff. So kindly, I apologize for that. Just give me 15 to 20 minutes before I turn on my camera and we can get back into full flow of the stream here. Here is Akhil Hussain once again. A flighted delivery to Namandir. Tossing it slower through the air. He drives it back towards the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. This time, good length delivery, and Namandir backing away and trying to cut it through the cover point region, but it's cut it straight towards the cover point field. That will be a dot ball here. Here is Akhil Hussain. He's cleaned him up. He's cleaned him up. The West Indian has cleaned him up here. What an impact sub tonight here. And Akhil Hussain with his celebration covering his face here. He's picked up his 2nd wicket of the evening here. And he's absolutely clueless here. Namandir is absolutely clueless here. So is Mahila Jayawardene. Surprise faces along the Mumbai Indians camp and dugout there. And the yellow wave is running across the here in Wankhede here. The fans in yellow are happy here. Once again, the ball pitching on leg stump, gripping the surface and just stopping and just turning into the middle stick here as he tried to go across the line. And the CSK definitely having the timeout here in Wankhede here. And Akhil Hussain here, the big West Indian, he's come to party here. He's known to bowl during the power plays. He is known to bowl during the power plays over the various franchises. He's played in different T20 tournaments across the globe. And for CSK, he's been brought in for the first time this season, and now he's turned up the heat here tonight, bowling it slower through the air, and the ball stopping on the batter, pitching on leg and turning into the middle stick there. And now and they're trying to hit it across the line and completely outfoxed there. He was absolutely clueless after his stumps were rattled. He did not want to budge off the crease there. He was looking at the ball there. He was looking at the pitch there. He did not want to budge off the field there. But eventually he has to make his way back towards the dressing room. That will be the end of Namandir. 11 for 3 after 2.3. And they are in some deep trouble here. That will bring in Tilak Verma out there in the middle at number 5 here. He's been the match winner for Mumbai Indians in the last game, scoring that century there. What a wonderful knock here in the last game. 40-odd balls to get that century. And to score that 83 or 82 runs, his last 82 or 83 runs of just 23 or 24 balls there. Absolutely wonderful stuff there from Tilak Verma the other night. Talk about shift of gears. 19 runs of the first 23 balls and to get 82 of the next 23 balls here. Wonderful, wonderful stuff there from Tilak Verma. But tonight it's a different role that he'll have to play out here. They need some stability out here. They need some resurrection. They need some innings to be built out here with 3 wickets only down for 11 runs here this time. The ball turning away from the left-hander there. It was a little bit short. Tilak Verma thought of going back and putting it away, but decides to just drag it towards the short mid-wicket fielder. That'll be a dot ball here. This time, Fulling delivery outside the off stump. He just taps it to the front of the cover. That'll be a dot ball here. Maiden wicket over here from the West Indian Akhil Hossain here. Wonderful, wonderful bowling here. And that'll be 11 for 3 after 3. What a start we had in this chase here in the contest here. Chennai Super Kings starting off in a wonderful fashion there. Quinton de Kock getting that 6 and then it's all turned into the tide of CSK there. Wonderful piece of bowling there from Akhil Hossain and to get the wickets of Maleshwar as well as a peach of a delivery to get the wicket of Navandir there. Both of them dismissed for duck and Quinton de Kock chopped on for a out-swinging ball. Wonderful ball there from Mukesh Chowdhury. Mukesh Chowdhury running into ball to Surya Kumar Yadav. This time a full length delivery and he just punches it down towards the mid-off fielder and he'll pick up a single here. 141.4 clicks on that one. He's cranking up some pace here tonight here. The left arm seamer here. Here is Mukesh Chowdhury. Wonderful ball there. Good length delivery. Swinging sharply into the left-hander there. Hits him on his body there. Hopefully nothing serious there. That will be a dot ball here. Sharp in swing there from Mukesh Chowdhury. He can move the ball both the ways. Once again, outswing there, just managing to get off the edge and the ball running away towards the backward point and Surya Kumar Yadav will scamper for a quick single and Tilak Verma will be off the mark with that single there. Here is Mukesh Chowdhury running into ball to Surya Kumar Yadav, shaping away from the right-hander early into the drive, only tapping it towards the front of the cover fielder there. That will be a dot ball there. Ken Chowdhury get the big wicket of Surya Kumar Yadav here. Or will Surya Kumar Yadav? Poor ball, and this time he's been punished here. The ball extremely short, wide outside the off stump. That was meant to be hit. He's opened the face of the bat and he's just guided towards the backward point region. And he'll pick up an easy 4-run offer there. That's an absolute freebie there, and he capitalizes on it. The Indian T20 skipper capitalizes and cuts it and guides it to perfection there. He'll pick up 4 runs here. CSK cannot afford such kind of looseness here. They need to keep it tight. They cannot become complacent because they desperately need the victory. Chennai Super Kings. Here is Mukesh Chowdhury running into bowl to Surya. Once again with an offer, he drives it towards the short cover fielder. That will be a dot ball there. So 6 runs coming off the over there. That will be 17 for 3 after 4. So 17 for 3 after 4. We're almost finishing off our dinner. Once I'm done with my dinner, I'm going to turn on my camera. They kindly excuse me for that. I need to have my dinner on a timely basis because due to the medicines and the process that were being put through during the 5th cancer year. Anshul Kamboj into the attack here. Pulling the way outside the off stump. He's driven it away towards the sweeper coverage in there. That will be a single on this occasion here. Anshul Kamboj is bowled wonderfully in the tournament so far here. Can he pick some more wickets here? Can he pick more wickets in this contest here? Here is Anshul Kamboj running into bowl Surya Kumar Yadav this time. The ball in swinging onto his hips there. He's flicked off his pads and the ball towards the deep square leg region there. That will be a single here. Tilak Verma will be the key. The kind of form he's shown in the last game. CSK will be eager to see the back of him. And if at all you haven't hit that like and subscribe button there, kindly hit that like and subscribe button there. Here is Kamboj running into bowl Tilak Verma. He charges down the ground. Outside as the ball will go over the short third man region, over the gully. And 1 bounce into the boundary there. 4 runs here. He's charging into the bowler and taking his chances. And wild slash there. And when you slash, you need to slash hard. And off the outside as the ball was shaping away from the left-hander. And that will be into the boundary. 4 runs there. CC Shikagami, thank you for your message. MI is having a bad season too. Definitely. It's been a huge change of dimensions for the 5-time winning IPL teams. The teams which have managed to dominate the Indian Premier League, the likes of Mumbai Indians, CSK and Kolkata Knight Riders, all 3 finding themselves on the bottom sides of the tables there. And the likes of Delhi Capitals and all. It's wonderful to see Rajasthan Royals, Delhi Capitals, Royal Challenge Bangalore, who won the season the last year, to be on the top of the table there. It does a world of good for the cricket in the whole, the league in the whole, and also the growth of the players across the regions there. Because if only the same teams continue to win the tournament, it starts to get monotonous, just like the English Premier League, just like the German Bundesliga, which is all monotonous. We all know that Bayern Munich is going to win with 10 to 15 games to go in hand. But this is turning out to be like English Premier League. It's going to be wonderful to have a lot of winners coming through the ranks. Wonderful to see Royal Challenge Bangalore winning it for the first time. Wonderful to see Punjab going on to become the runners last time. And hopefully we have a lot of rivalry and competitive spirits across many teams and not just 2 or 3 teams. Definitely Mumbai is having a bad season just like CSK. And hopefully we have a new winner. Hopefully again get to see RCB win the tournament again, 2 back-to-back tournaments too. It's going to do a world of good here. But not just cricket, for also the growth of the league too. Here is Kambo is running into ball to Surya Kumar Yadav, drives it straight back to the bowler there. And the bowler has a shy at the batter's end because Surya Kumar Yadav had charged down the pitch. And he puts in a dive back to the crease. But no damage there. That will be a dot ball to end the over. 7 runs coming off Kambo's first. That will be 24 for 3 after 5. "24 for 3 after 5, and Mukesh Chaudhary has straight away been thrown the ball for the 3rd time here. Here is Mukesh Chaudhary. This time short of a length delivery outside the off stump, and it's carried away. But this time protection out there in the deep as the backward as there's a fielder out there in the deep backward point region in the form of Shivam Dubey, and that will just be 1 run here. Mukesh Chaudhary, he's bowled tight. Can he get the wicket of either Surya Kumar Yadav or Tilak Verma here? The last over of the power play. Will Mumbai Indians be hoping to capitalize on the next 5 balls before the fielding relaxation begins here? This time the ball shaped away from the right-hander there. Surya Kumar Yadav had to reach for it and drives it through the coverage in there, but only finding the extra cover there. That will be a dot ball here. Here is Mukesh Chaudhary, all set to bowl to Surya Kumar Yadav. It's been a quiet over so far. Just 1 run coming off the first 2 balls. Last over of power play. Just 25 on board here. This time the ball climbing on the batter outside the off stump. Good length delivery. He's rocked back and cut it away. Driven it along the ground towards the backward point field. Deep backward point fielder. As Gurjapneet fields the ball, that will just be a single here. Here is Mukesh Chaudhary to Tilak here. This time, good ball there. Good ball. Outswinger. He's only managed to tap it back to the bowler there. Wonderful, wonderful ball there. Full in delivery. Some amount of swing on that one. Here is Mukesh Chaudhary. Good length delivery once again. Good ball there. The ball angling into his body from the good length there. Hitting the deck hard and managing to get that extra bounce there. He's just defended it gently there. Tilak Verma, you all know that he takes his time to settle there. And just like he took time in the last game to 19 coming off the first 23 balls and next 82 coming off the next 23 balls there to notch up his century there. This time the ball shaping away from the left-hander. Just going past the wide guideline, I guess. That was a tough call, but the umpire flexing his arms. That'll be a wide ball here. There is Mukesh Chowdhury once again outside the wide guideline on the off stump. Offside. That'll be a wide ball here once again. And to all the folks watching the stream, welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist, Saurav Murthy, currently battling my 5th cancer, bringing you this game live here. And thank you for bearing with me because I had to turn off my camera because I had to have my dinner on time. It was a little late tonight here, but I have to take my medicines on time. So kindly bear with me. And now that we are finished with the dinner, I turned on the camera back for you there. As here is Mukesh Chowdhury, 2 wides on the trot here. A full length delivery and Tilak Verma drives it towards the mid-off fielder there. And a direct hit from Ruturaj Gaikwad at the striker's end, but Surya Kumar Yadav well within the crease, and that'll be the end of the over here. 29 for 3 after 6, and that'll be the end of the power play. And just to let you know, welcome to the stream. I'm a sports journalist currently battling my 5th cancer. I worked as a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering various leagues, international, global, and domestic across the country, across the globe. Even in New Zealand, I worked for 4 years for journalists in New Zealand, covered a lot of rugby leagues, tennis leagues, cricket leagues, badminton leagues, rowing, basketball, multitude of sports. Even covered the Tokyo 2020, which happened in 2021 due to the COVID concerns at that point of time. But unfortunately, my 5th cancer coming in, and then the last 3 years I had to spend on the edge of my bed with every single day. The only motivation was to survive one more day, and somehow I fought for these 3 years and I managed to enter the remission phase. I could not be on the field, I could not be associated with the game for the last 3 years, and now that I've entered the remission phase, I still have 18 to 20 months of treatment and left with the plastic surgery and grafting surgeries to come. But I thought, why not to try out something here on the virtual platform there. And I was extremely fortunate to have received the support of all the people out here, especially the people across the globe from West Indies, New Zealand, South Africa, Guyana, USA, Canada, and Singapore and Malaysia and South Asia there during the T20 International World Cup, because I started on an experimental basis this channel just to divert myself from the other side of my life there, but they motivated me to continue this journey, and they gave me the voice, even though I'm disappointed to be here on the virtual platform, because I like to be on the in the field, soaking the atmosphere, and just like old times there, being with my sports camera, talking to players, interviewing players, and writing articles, and talking to fans. But this is the best I can do, because I wanted to put a fight against the universe. I wanted to put a fight against my whole life there, and I did not want to settle for anything less, and I wanted to be a sports journalist as a school kid, and I lived the dream for 8 years, but I did not want to show it to the world that 5 cancers at the age of 33, and I gave up on my passion. I wanted to fight for my passion, fight for my life, and that's the reason we are here on Sports Beyond Cancer. If at all you feel that you're doing a good job out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, kindly hit that subscribe button and like button and share it with your friends and family. As Anshul Kamboj has been brought in for his second over here. He's bowled the first over. His first over was wonderful, kept it tight, just 7 runs coming off the first over there. And Sunita Rajakaruna, hi to you too. Thank you, Sunita Rajakaruna, for your wonderful message. Welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. Welcome to a global family where we have people across the globe here, and we are trying to build in that sort of a community here this time. Good length delivery, and Surya Kumar Yadav taps it away to the first mid-wicket fielder. That will be a dot ball there. We have a global community across the world here, because the main focus and onus of this channel is to promote sports in the right direction. Here we do not spread hatred. Here we do not mock players. Here we do not indulge in toxic fan wars and battles, because that's the kind of strategy the other streamers use in the name of watch-alongs and YouTube channels. They create hatred, they create that kind of toxic fan culture, because then there will be battles between the fans in the chat box, and then that is how their engagement grows, and that is how their revenue goes, because they have a lot of viewers coming in. But here we focus on quality, because we just want to change that kind of a toxic culture. Come on, you can't call yourself being a sports fan indulging in that kind of toxic cultures. And nowadays during the IPL, it's so much common in the Instagram too. Rohit Sharma fans derogating Virat Kohli fans putting wrong memes and images in the form of Rohit Sharma. Absolutely ridiculous there. And this time Anshul Kamboj, a faster delivery, and Surya Kumar Yadav tries to play his traditional lap shot here. He's missed the ball and his hit him right in his stomach there. That would definitely sting. That would definitely sting. He is writhing in pain there. Straight away he's thrown his bat down, and I think the physio will be quickly onto the field here. I hope there's nothing serious here. I hope nothing serious here. That could have definitely stung him there. That was in the slot for Surya Kumar Yadav's lap shot that he plays over the fine leg region. He has missed the ball and it's hit him straight on his stomach here. And Anshul Kamboj is second on the list here in the purple cap leaderboard there. But the best of the year, Prince Yadav there. He is currently having the purple cap there. 7 games, 13 wickets with an economy of 8.38. He's been instrumental this season here. Prince Yadav, what a wonderful find here for Lucknow Super Giants. And he's bowling wonderfully this season despite Lucknow Super Giants' fortunes going down the drain. He's held his nerve. He's bowled his heart out here for Lucknow Super Giants here. And in terms of batting there, Abhishek Sharma and Henrich Klaassen at the top of the charts there, with Abhishek Sharma 7 games 323, Henrich Klaassen 7 games 320 there, and Sanju Samson there in the third spot after his second century of the season tonight. He's back at number 3 there with 293 runs against his name. So the physio has assessed Surya Kumar Yadav and is back here, taking his stance here, marking his stance out there as the crowd are feeling enjoying this moment out here. It's a blockbuster of a contest here between the two heavyweights of this contest, two heavyweights of this history of this game here, Indian Premier Leagues. Both the teams winning it for 5 times each, but unfortunate to find themselves on the bottom half of the table so far. And they will be eager to get these 2 points on board and climb through the ranks here in the table there. As here is Anshul Kamboj running in from over the wicket here to Surya Kumar Yadav this time. This time Surya Kumar Yadav, the ball, good length delivery, climbing onto the batter, drives it towards the cover fielder there. That will just be a dot ball on this occasion here. 133.2 clicks on that one. And he's kept it tight here. Anshul Kamboj, just 1 run off the 5 balls here. And first over went for 7, and this over just 1 run off 5 balls here. Surya Kumar Yadav, will he be trying to play the big shot here? Will he be trying to play that release shot here? He's hitting the deck hard, Anshul Kamboj, and is the joint highest wicket taker in this contest here, along with Prince Yadav. Until now, he's just seconds in the due to his economy rate there. This time, once again, Surya Kumar Yadav trying to play the lap shot there, and once again he's missed the shot, and once again he's hit him on the pads there. I think it's hit him high on the pads there. Probably his knee roll there, and once again he's down there. He's hurt there. Once again that would sting there. For the second time in this over, he's tried to play his traditional lap shot over the fine leg region, and for the second time he's managed to miss the ball, and it's hit him on his body there. That'll definitely sting. That'll definitely hurt there, and that'll be the end of the over. A wonderful over here from Anshul Kamboj. Just 1 run coming off that over here. 2 overs, none for 8 for Kamboj, and Mumbai Indians 30 for 3 after 7 here. And to all the folks watching the screen, kindly hit that subscribe button. Every single subscription will mean the world to me in this battle against my 5th cancer. It will give me the hope to wake up with a better motivation, divert the things from the other half of the life. Come on, it's extremely normal to feel that the universe has given up on me, especially if someone faces 5 cancers at the age of 33 and just the 5th cancer taking the last 3 years and taking away everything from me. My dream career in New Zealand, my finances, my entire life has been surrounding between the survival of every single day. And now somehow I managed to enter the remission phase. I'm trying to put out a fight here, and every single encouragement and motivation in the form of subscription and likes will mean the world to me. And if at all you feel that we're doing a decent job out here, you can also tip the commentary on the channel by scanning this QR code on the extreme top right here to support our cause and fight, and also acknowledging our commentary there. This time banged in shot outside the off stump here. Width on offers. Tilak Verma cuts it away, and that'll go wide off the backward point fielder, and that'll run away into the boundary there. 4 runs here. Wonderful shot here. Poor ball, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. The required run rate is almost climbing close to 13 and 30. Oh, is about 13 and a half now, as here is Tilak Verma. Good length delivery, punches it towards the sweeper cover region, and that will be a dot ball here. Mukesh Chaudhary here straight away bowling 4 overs on the trot here with the new ball. Straight away 4 overs on the trot here from Mukesh Chaudhary. He's kept it tight, 3.1 overs, so 1 for 19. But can he pick up a 2 for here? Can he pick up his second wicket here? The wicket of Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma will mean the world to Mukesh Chaudhary as well as CSK there. Here is Mukesh Chaudhary running into bowl to Surya Kumar Yadav. This time, once again, width on offer outside the off stump. He cuts it away. Once again, towards the backward point fielder there, region there. That'll be 4 runs here. Once again, poor ball there from Mukesh Chaudhary. No protection in that region. Lot of width on offer. And all Surya Kumar Yadav had to do was cut the ball. And just thinking, is he drained out there? Should he have been given the much required break here? Bowling straight away 4 overs on the trot here under these humid conditions is Ruturaj Gaikwad, asking a little bit too much from his bowler out here. He's bowled 3 wonderful overs here, and probably the tiredness and fatigue coming in as he runs into bowl his fourth straight over there, and he's bowled 2 freebies, and that's resulted in 8 runs here. Should Ruturaj Gaikwad given him a break and brought him in the middle phase or at the death there? As here is Mukesh Chaudhary once again with on offer outside the off stump. Poor ball there, rocks back and punches it towards the cover region there. 4 runs here from Surya Kumar Yadav. 2 boundaries on the trot here, 3rd boundary of the over here. That's the reason I was telling you. Did Ruturaj Gaikwad make a mistake of giving a 4th over straight? 4th over on the trot here from Mukesh Chaudhary. It's a humid conditions out here, and it's a tough asking for a bowler to bowl 4 straight overs. And did he ask a little bit too much of his bowler here? And is that the reason he's not been able to execute his line and length in a similar fashion of the first 3 overs that he bowled in this contest so far here? He's been taken away for 3 boundaries in this over, and some field changes here from Ruturaj Gaikwad here. Now he brings in the sweeper cover, the wider 3rd man region, a deep square leg region, and a long on. And will he be pushing the long off? No, that's all there. A flurry of boundaries for Mumbai here. They definitely will be hoping that this partnership will take the game as deep as possible there. Hi to you too, Binu. Thank you for your message, Binu. Hope you're doing good and hope you're having a wonderful time out here watching the stream here on Sports Beyond Cancer. This time Mukesh Chaudhary banks it in short, tries to bowl the slower bouncer. Will this be a white ball here? And that'll be a white ball there. That'll definitely be a white ball there. Here is Mukesh Chaudhary. A wider stance here from Surya Kumar Yadav, exposing all his 3 stumps here. And this time outside the off stump, he drives it towards the deep point there. That'll just be a single on this occasion here. It's been an expensive over so far here. 15 runs coming off the first 5 balls. 3 overs, none for 14, and 15 runs just coming off these 5 balls here. Did he ask a little bit too much from his bowler to bowl this 4th or straight over on the trot here? And probably he should have given him a break and brought Mukesh Chaudhary in the later half of the give in the middle phase, give him a time, give him a breather there, or probably asked him to take a break and then bowl in the middle overs or keep over for the death there. And 7.5 overs, 45 for 3. And this will be the last ball here for Mukesh Chaudhary's spell here. 1 for 30 off 3.5. Can he manage to get the wicket of Tilak Verma off his last ball of the spell and provide one more dent into the Mumbai Indians batting top order there? Here is Chaudhary, one last ball of his spell. He's running in to bowl to Tilak Verma. This time, wonderful in-swinging ball there off the inside edge onto his pads. The ball will roll away towards the backward point region. And that'll be the end of the over here. 145 for 3 after 8 overs here. 16 runs coming off Mukesh Chowdhury's fourth. He finishes his spell. 4 overs, 1 for 31, and that will be the end of the 8th over here. 45 for 3, and Mumbai Indians will opt for the strategic timeout here. After 8 overs, it's 46 for 3. The required run rate still 13.5 with 12 more overs to go. I think this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful contest here. 162 required of 72 balls here. We have a contest on our cards here. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere at all. Hope you're doing good and hope you're having a wonderful time here watching the stream. 46 for 3 after 8 overs. .46 for 3 after 8 here as the strategic timeout comes to an end here. A lot of strategies would have been discussed during that break here from across both the sides there. A lot of inputs coming in from the management, the coaches and the captains out there in the middle analyzing the situation and what juncture of the game that they are and how they're going to pace the innings for the next quarter of the game until the next the mid phase of the game. And Mumbai Indians will have only be one intention there, get to the 15th or the 16th over and get to the 14th or 15th over and somewhere around 140 there, and then give them a chance to take on 60 or 55 runs in the last 5 to 6 overs there. 46 for 3 after 8 overs. And the Afghan spinner here, Noor Ahmed, will be introduced into the attack here. He's not been much in the form so that you would like to see him like the vintage Noor that we knew of, but definitely he's managed to get a wicket or two here in the recent games here. And here he'll be running into ball Tilak Verma here. The target 208, the required run rate 13.50. Noor Ahmed this time straying down the leg there, and that should be going to wide for you. Good fielding there from Mukesh Chowdhury in the short fine leg region there, putting his body behind the line, and with an outstretched arm he's managed to stop the ball, and that'll just be a wide ball here. That'll be a wide and a single there. Well, a loosener there from Noor. The ball slipping off from his hands here. It's going to be difficult for the bowler to grip the ball, especially with the due conditions out there in the field here, in the outfield. Nasraq Beer, hi everyone. Thank you, Nasraq Beer, for streaming on, for logging on to the stream all the way from Trinidad there. Lovely to have you once again here. Hope you're doing good. And Nasraq Beer, just like I told you the other day, didn't see MS Dhoni. I told you the other day that he's only going to be coming on the game against the Gujarat Titans on 26th there. This time flighted outside the off stump and the ball turning into right-hander, driven towards the extra cover. That will be a dot ball there. Dhoni was only practicing last night here in Wankhede, and he's not out there in with the team here because he does not want him to take away all the limelight. He's always been that kind of a selfless character, and he's led the team out here in Wankhede, and he'll be probably joining the team from the next game there against the Gujarat Titans there. And that was the time frame that was given by the doctors and the physios, and that's the reason I think he'll be waiting for his time for that game, and so will be the fans, just like you and me. This time the ball turning away from the right-hander and is driven it along the ground towards the long off region there for a single there. And this time Tilak Verma will also pick up the single here. Well. The partnership slowly, steadily building here. 38 of 35 here, the partnership. As the 50 is being notched up here from Mumbai Indians. The 50 is up 8.3 overs and 50 for 3 here. 158 of 69 here. The required run rate now inching towards 14 runs on over here, as near is Noor Ahmed running into bowl to Surya Kumar Yadav. The flight delivery turning away from the right-hander. Goes deep and drives it along the ground towards the long off region. He'll pick up a single once again. Here is Tilak Verma. 17 of 18. Flight delivery. And trying to hit it a little bit too hard here off the inside, as the ball will go away towards the deep backward square. That will just be a single there. Try to go over the covers, but try to hit it a little bit too hard, and the ball slow through the air, turning and on the inside edge, off the inside edge, beg your pardon there. Back of the hand delivery, wonderfully flossed up here, and the ball off the inside edge, going through his legs towards the deep backward square, and that will just be a single there. Here is Surya Kumar. One last ball of Noor there. A flight delivery. Surya Kumar Yadav hits it straight past the bowler there. It's gone underneath his shoes there, and that'll beat the fielder there in the long on region there. He was placed extremely wide there. Noor there disappointed to not get a feet onto the ball there. He just stretched his feet, and the ball going underneath his feet, and will run away to the boundary there. That will be 4 runs to end the over here. 56 for 3 after 9 here. They were up and running here, slowly gaining back the momentum here with that flurry of boundaries here. And the partnership definitely starting to shape up, and we all know if these guys continue to be out there in the middle, they will definitely create carnage and havoc out there in the middle against CSK bowlers there. That is the kind of potential and reputation these batters have, the likes of Surya Kumar Yadav, the Indian T20 skipper, and Tilak Verma, who gave us a glimpse of what he can do with the bat in the last game there. The last game, first 23 balls, he only scored 19 runs, and the next 24 odd balls, he scored 82 runs there. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. And he notched up his century the night here. The first century of his IPL career there for Tilak Verma in the previous game there. So CSK will be extremely wary of what these two batters can do out there in the middle. And until they are out there in the middle, and with the likes of still Hardik Pandya and Rutherford, who's also shown some glimpses of his lethal batting there. So CSK will still need to not take it lightly, and need to keep their A game on the cards here, and need to restrict the batters there as early as possible there. As Jamie Overton will be brought in for the first time in this innings here, his first over of the night here. The big Englishman, he played a cameo with the bat, but now can he do it with the ball here? As here is Jamie Overton running into bowl to Tilak Verma, banks in shot outside the off stump, width on off. Tilak Verma shuffles across the off stick and cuts it away. The ball goes past the backward point region and will run away to the boundary there. 4 runs here. A touch of class there from Tilak Verma. What a wonderful shot. Poor start here. Banks it in shot outside the off stump. A pace on offer there. All he had to do was to cut it away from the backward point fielder, and it will run away into the boundary there. 4 runs here. This time the ball rolls his finger, the ball onto the pads there. He's tucked it away off his pads towards the deep backward square, and they'll pick up 2 runs on this occasion. Yeah, good running, good batting there, sensible batting there. And that'll bring up the 50 partnership between these two here for the 4th wicket here. .62 for 3 after 9.2. This time he goes over the cover fielders there. That'll be 4 runs here. The ball shaping away from the left-hander there. It was a full length delivery shaping away from the left-hander, and he goes over the top here. He's gone over the top towards the deep cover region there. That'll be 4 runs on the bounce into the boundary there for Tilak Verma. Much required over here for Mumbai Indians, and he's up and running here with those kind of shots here. This time the ball angling into the middle stick. He's just tapped it away towards the point region, and the batters will cross over for a single there. Here is JB overturn, good length delivery, and Surya Kumar Yadav happy to tap it towards the sweeper coverage, and there he'll pick up a single there. Sensible batting. They got the boundaries. Now he'll keep the strike rotating and the runs cranking there. And to all the people watching there, do not forget to hit that like button. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button there. Well, Tilak Verma not happy with the side screen there. Some movement there near the side screen, and that's the reason some delay in play here. But it's all set now as here is overturned the last ball of his first over here. This time a slower delivery on the pads. He's tucked it away gently towards the deep wicket region there. Will they be coming back for the second run there? Tilak Verma was interested for a second run, but Akil Hussain quickly off the line gets rid of the ball towards the non-striker Sen, and that'll just be a dot ball here. And some words being exchanged between Tilak Verma and Jamie Overton there. Tilak Verma seems to be heated up. He's having a go at Jamie Overton. I'm not sure what that was. But Tilak Verma's absolutely displeased with something with Jamie Overton there. But that'll be the end of the over. 69 for 3 after 10 overs here. It's the halfway stage in this stage here. 69 for 3 after 10. They need to get to 139 in 60 with 7 wickets in hand here. Can Mumbai Indians pull it off tonight here? Or can CSK get back to winning ways here? Mumbai still have a huge batting depth to come with the likes of Hardik Pandya still to come, the likes of Sharafin Rutherford, who's been wonderful and aggressive with the bat, and he's a perfect a player in that kind of a situation when you require 15 to 20 runs an over. He's someone who can accelerate in that kind of a pace there. As here is Noor into his second over here, running into ball to Tilak Verma. This time the ball sharply turning into the left-hander is just tapped it away towards the backward point, and he'll pick up a single there. When will CSK be introducing Gurjapneet there? I think they'll be using Gurjapneet as the death bowler tonight here, because he's still not bowled a single over, and Mukesh Chaudhary has already been eliminated with his 4 overs, and they have the likes of Jamie Overton, 3 overs from Jamie Overton, and they still have 1 or 2 from Mukesh. Anshul has 2, I guess, and Gurjapneet still has 4. So I think they're looking at Gurjapneet as a death bowler there. What will be key is when will be they bringing in Akhil Hussain once again back into the attack here. Here is Nurama, the flight delivery outside the off stump to Surya Kumar. He drives it straight back towards the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. The run rate now climbing straight away from 13.8 to 14.28 with that dot ball there. Here is Noor Ahmad, this time straying down the patch here. He tries to sweep it away and doesn't get good contact on it, and it'll just trickle down towards the short fine leg. And lucky there for the bowler. That should have been dispatched there from Surya Kumar Yadav, but they'll only get a single on this occasion. 14.42 there, the asking rate now. Here is Noor. This time Tilak Verma charges down the ground, and as soon as Noor saw him charging down the ground, he tosses it wide outside the wide guideline. But Tilak Verma reaches out for it and is hit it in the air over the infield, over the cover fielder, and the ball will run away into the boundary there. 4 runs. Yes, wonderful batting there, keeping his head low and good body position despite outstretching his hands to play that shot. He's got it through the infield and he'll pick up 4 runs there. Much required boundary here. This time he's gone over the top here. Has he managed to clear the field here? 1 bounce to the long on fielder there. Ruturaj Gaikwad swiftly running to his right will cut the ball on the edge of the rope, and that'll just be a single on this occasion here. Tossing it slow through the air and inviting the batter to go over the top. Doesn't get completely underneath the bat, and the elevation, neither the elevation nor the power. 1 bounce towards the fielder there. That'll just be a single on this occasion here. CSK will be keen to break this partnership here. They're slowly gaining this momentum. 65 or 50 now, the partnership. Here is Noor to bowl to Surya Kumar Yadav. This time on the patch, he's flicked it off his pitch here. The ball's wonderfully placed between the 2 fielders in the deep on the onside. And Jamie Overton from the long on region will run towards his right and cut off the ball. And the batters in the meanwhile will cross over 2 runs there. That will be 78 for 3 after 11 here. 130 required of 54. Akhil Hussain's been given his second spell here. He's coming into his 3rd over. He's bowled wonderfully tonight here, especially during the power play with the new ball. He was clinical, throwing it slower through the air and getting the turn, and dismissing 2 batters for Dakshya tonight in the power play, and now he's into his 3rd here. Here is Akhil Hussain running a quicker one outside the off stump to Tilak Verma. He rocks back and cuts it away towards the deep backward point. That'll just be a single on this occasion here. And Guna Siri Pereira, hi to you too. Thank you, Guna Siri Pereira, for your message all the way from, I think you're watching it from Sri Lanka there. Thank you so much there, Guna Siri Pereira. Here is Akhil Hussain, 129 of 53 here. Surya Kumar Yadav, he's been playing second fiddle to Tilak Verma, but it's time because the run rate's now inching towards 15. I think it's time he starts playing his shots here. There is Akhil Hussain to Surya Kumar Yadav. Kuka one on to the pads here. He's driven it down towards the wide of the long gone region there. Will they be coming back for 2 runs here? Yes, they will be. Shivam Dubey cutting off the ball, and the batters will have time to come back for 2 runs there. Akhil Hussain to Surya Kumar here. Will Surya Kumar take on the field here, or will Akhil get the better of Surya Kumar Yadav here? Here is Akhil Hussain running into ball to Surya Kumar Yadav here. So Akhil Hussain, Surya Kumar Yadav charges down the ground, the ball turning away from the right hander there. The ball's gone towards the sweeper coverage, and they're in the air. Anshul Kamboj will cut it off, and the batters will come back for 2 runs there. Akhil Hussain unhappy there with the fielder. He wanted the fielder to be quick there to quickly get it off the ball. Is not happy with the fielder there. Giving the batters the opportunity to come back for second run there. He charged down the ground and made the last minute adjustment as the ball turned away from him, and he played with the turn and waited for the ball and hit it over the long cover regions and pick up 2 runs here. Akhil Hussain to Surya Kumar. This time Surya Kumar Yadav plays the sweep shot and it's hit it straight towards the short fine leg region. Mukesh Chowdhury will field the ball. That will just be a single on this occasion here. 6 runs coming off the first 4 balls here. Can Tilak Verma get a maximum here? They definitely need a maximum here because the run rate has climbed to 14.88 here. Dot balls or singles will not work out in this phase. They definitely need at least 1 boundary of the next 2 balls here to get that momentum back into the game, to keep that run rate at check there. Some change in field here from Akhil Hussain, fine-tuning his fielders there in the deep. Akhil to Tilak. And he's played it on. Tilak Verma has played it on. It was a quick one. The ball was angling away from the left-hander there, and Tilak Verma tried to heave it across the onside and off the inside edge. He's chopped it on, and the stumps are rattled there, and the sea of yellow erupts here amidst the sea of blue here. It's almost a 50-60-50 or 50-50 kind of a percentage amongst the fans here in terms of the fan base here between CSK and Chennai, and the yellow wave erupts here. It's been quite for some time from the yellow base, and they erupt out here in Wankhede, trying to hit it a little bit too hard and trying to go across the line there. Probably he should have gone over the cover region there. He should have gone along with the line of the ball over the cover regions there, but he's only gone across the line, inside edge, and he's chopped it onto the stumps here. And Akhil Hussain, he has been wonderful tonight here, picking up his 3rd wicket, 3rd scalp of the night here, as Tilak Verma, the hero from the last game for Mumbai Indians, will have to make his way back towards the dressing room. He has been dismissed for 37 of 29, bowled by Akhil Hussain, and Akhil Hussain 2.5 overs, 13 for 3, and Mumbai Indians 84 for 4 after 1.5. Once again, Akhil Hussain being brought into the attack and has managed to get a much required breakthrough. It was a 73-run partnership of 56 balls for the 4th wicket between Surya Kumar Yadav and Tilak Verma, and it was Akhil Hussain who had to come in and break through the partnership, and 124 required of 49 balls with 6 wickets in hand. That's the equation out there for you, as the Mumbai Indians skipper Hardik Pandya makes his way out in the middle here. His knock could be crucial. He's someone who fancies playing in these kind of circumstances. Even him, as well as the likes of Sharafin Rutherford, they still have him in the ranks in the lineup there. It's going to be an exciting contest here to watch Akhil Hussain against Hardik Pandya. Akhil Hussain running into ball to Hardik Pandya. This time the ball turning away from the right-hander outside the off stump. He's happy to just drive it along the ground towards the sweeper cover, and he'll be off the mark, and that will be 86 for 4, 85 for 4 after 12. Here is no to Hardik Pandya. Hardik Pandya tries to go at the top here. He slices it in the air. And Mukesh Chaudhary will take the catch in the short third man region there. Hardik Pandya trying to go across the line there. Poor shot here. Irresponsible of the highest order there from the Mumbai Indians skipper there. Panicking under pressure. And irresponsibility of the highest order here from Hardik Pandya. Not the kind of innings you would expect from a skipper out there. He needs to lead the team from the front, and he need not throw away his wicket in this sort of a manner, especially a back of the hand delivery, turning into the batter there and trying to go across the line, and he was in no balance at all, no good head balance, no position at all. He lost his head balance in that process there, trying to hit it a little bit too hard across the line off the outside as the ball's in the air, and Mukesh Chaudhary in the short third man region holds on to the catch there, and Hardik Pandya has been dismissed for one ball, for one run off 2 balls there, caught by Mukesh Chaudhary, ball Noor there, and half the team back in the dugout here. 85 for 5 after 12.1 overs, and that will be the first wicket of the evening for the Afghan spinner in the CSK here. 19 for 1 after 2.1 overs for Noor Ahmed. He definitely enjoyed it, and Hardik Pandya back in the dugout there with that sort of a poor shot here. Absolutely ridiculous here. He would definitely not be daring to make an eye contact with the coaches when he's back out there in the dugout there. They will be absolutely livid with the kind of shot. It's not just a wicket, it's a wicket. It's not the matter of getting out, it's the matter of how you got out there. Poor shot there. This time flight outside the off stump, and Sharfin Rutherford goes inside out and straight into the hands of the sweeper cover there. 2 in 2 here. Absolute silence here in the Mumbai camp here. Absolute silence here as the Wankhede erupts here. What a turnaround here. The Chinaman here from CSK, the Afghan bowler here in the yellow skin in the form of Noor Ahmed, picks up 2 in 2, dismissing Hardik Pandya, and straight away getting rid of the big West Indian hitter there, Sharfin Rutherford, who's in prime form here. The blue wave, the sea of blue wave is absolutely silent here in Wankhede. The yellow sea wave erupts out here in Wankhede, sliced in the air, and the sweeper cover region Anshul Kamboj takes the catch there. Wonderful ball here. Courageous ball here. Brave to toss the ball outside the off stump and invite Sharfin Rutherford to play the big shot here. We all know Sharfin Rutherford fancies, his eyes lit up whenever he sees the flighted delivery, and Noor Ahmed threw in the bait by flighting the ball outside the off stump, inviting him to play the big drive over the offside there, and Sharfin Rutherford falling for the bait and straight away hitting down the throat of the fielder in the form of Anshul Kamboj, who takes an easy catch there in the sweeper cover there, and that will be the end of Sharfin Rutherford. And is this the end of hope for Mumbai Indians, or they can still manage to pull out things from here in the form of Surya Kumar Yadav, who is still out there in the middle. 85 for 6 after 12.2 overs. Sharfin Rutherford dismissed for a 1 ball duck here. Wonderful ball here. Great captaincy and great bowling here. A lot of courage here to toss the ball and get that ball turning away from the left-hander and trying and forcing him to play the inside-out shot here. And we all know Rutherford backs himself to clear the ropes when it's in his zone, and is mistimed it and straight into the throat here. Hat-trick ball here. And this time Shardul Thakur just defending it away, and that will be a dot ball here. This time, wonderful ball. Did get the outside edge here. The ball turning away from the right-hander. And that will be a dot ball here. Shardul Thakur has been brought into the playing 11 as a concussion sub. As Mitchell Santner has been injured. He's been brought in as a concussion sub in the place of Mitchell Santner there. Because Mitchell Santner, when he went to take the catch, he injured his shoulder there. Great ball there. He's brought the fielder in. The slips are in. I think he's brought a silly point there. He's keeping it tight here. Ruturaj Gaikwad attacking Shardul Thakur, the new batter out there in the middle. They are going for the kill here. Here is Noor Ahmed. This time straying down the leg here. He's tried to play the levers. He's tried to play the sweep shot here. And the ball off the wicket-keeper's pads, I think, is gone away towards the short square leg region. And they'll cross over for a single here. I think that'll just be a leg by there. It came off the pads of Shardul Thakur as he tried to play the sweep shot here. Hardik Pandya, what have you done? He's thrown the team under the bus with that kind of an irresponsible shot. and then to follow it up, Sharafain Rutherford. Once again, rush of blood from the West Indian. As soon as he saw the ball flighted through the air outside the off stump, trying to go for the maximum, trying to go for the big glory shot straight away to get off the mark, and he's been hauled out for the first ball duck here. Flight delivery outside the off stump, and Surya Kumar Yadav driving it along the ground towards the long off region there. Single on this occasion for Surya Kumar Yadav. A wonderful over, just one run and 2 wickets off this over here for Noor, and that will be 87 for 6 after 13, and that will be the strategic timeout here. To all the folks who are just logged in here at Sports Beyond Cancer, welcome to the stream here on Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist Saurav Vittalmurthy welcoming you to this contest here, the IPL game between in the city of dreams here in Mumbai at Wankhede, between Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. Chennai Super Kings putting up 207 for 8 or 7 in the quota of 20 overs, with Sanju Samson notching up his second 100 of this season by hitting the boundary off the last ball there. He carried the entire team tonight here on his backbone here, played wonderfully well with some cameos from other batters there, but he stood on right from the word go till the end of the entire innings, and he ensured that they put out 207 there. And reply, CSK brought in Akhil Hussain at the last minute as a batter there and as a bowler there, because they saw how well Mitchell Santner bowled, how well the ball was gripping there, and they brought in Akhil Hussain in place of Prashant Veer, who's already padded up there here, and they dropped Prashant Veer and they brought in Akhil Hussain, and he started off wonderfully well in the power play, picking up 2 wickets, the likes of Maleshwar and also Namandir for Ducks there. And then Mukesh Chaudhary bowled 4 overs on the trot here. His first 3 overs were extremely economical, just 14 runs, and the last over he gave 19 runs. But despite that, he managed to get the wicket of Quinton de Kock off his first over, where he chopped on there. And then Tilak Verma and the likes of Surya Kumar Yadav tried to reciprocate the innings, played a steady innings here, but Tilak Verma chopped on to his stumps there off the bowling of Noor in the previous over, and then Sharafain Rutherford, and then off the bowling of Akhil Hussain, beg your pardon, the Tilak Verma chopped on off the bowling of Akhil Hussain there, and in the previous over, Noor Ahmed picking up 2 wickets in 2 balls with Hardik Pandya playing irresponsible shot of the highest order there, trying to go across the line with no head position, no head balance, no body position there, just trying to generate the shot, the ball turning away from him across the line, finds the outside edge and safely landed, lodges into the hands of the short third man fielder in the form of Mukesh Chaudhary there. And then Sharafain Rutherford, first ball golden duck, flighted outside the off stump, inviting him to play that big drive outside the off stump, inside out, and he has hit it straight down the throat of the sweeper coverage, and there as Anshul Kamboj takes the catch, and Mumbai Indians find themselves at 87 for 6 after 13 overs here. The required run rate is 17.29. They require 121 of 42, but Surya Kumar Yadav still holding the fort from one end, 36 from 29 balls, as Sharduk Thakur has joined him here out there in the middle. Sharduk Thakur is the concussion replacement for Mitchell Santner, who's injured his shoulder here. But one thing that's surprising me is because it's a shoulder injury, how did they permit Shardul Thakur as a concussion substitute? That's something that I need to look at. Akhil Hussain into his last over of his spell here. He has bowled his heart out here tonight here for CSK. A match-winning spell here by Akhil Hussain. What a wonderful turnaround. In the last minute, CSK decided that they would be not going in with Prashant Veer. They'll be bringing in Akhil Hussain there. He came into bat for the last 2 overs along with Sanju Samson. Sanju Samson denied singles to him because he was the batter in form there. And he managed to score the 25-26 odd runs in the last 2 overs there. As here is Akhil Hussain, 3 for 14 after 3, is running into bowl to Surya Kumar Yadav. This time Surya Kumar Yadav plays the sweep shot. This time the ball's in the air. Will this be a 4th here? Yes, it'll be a 4th wicket here for Akhil Hussain. The West Indian is having a party out here in Wankhede. The West Indian is having a party out here in Wankhede. The 4th wicket of the night here for Akhil Hussain here. Surya Kumar Yadav going across the line, down on one leg, tried to play the sweep shot here off the top edge, straight down the throat of Sarfraz Khan in the deep backward square region there, and wonderful bowling effort here from Akhil Hussain. The ball bowled slower through the air and gripping off the surface, and Surya Kumar Yadav not being able to get the middle of the bat, and Akhil Hussain with his trademark celebration covering his face there, and he's enjoying his moment out there, and absolute silence there amongst the blue waves there as the yellow waves, the yellow sea wave erupts out here in Wankhede here with the fall of the wicket of the 7th wicket here in the form of Surya Kumar Yadav. He's been dismissed for 36 of 30, and that is 87 for 7 after 13.1 overs here. Thank you for your message here. Jit Nayak, why MI is losing matches? Jit Nayak, that's a good question here. I think they're definitely not having the right combination of players, and also a lot of transition happening in and around the team. A lot of changes here. They're not being consistent with the playing 11, as you can see in the recent times. That's been the scenario. I think it was a big mistake to let go of Tim David in the because he was the ideal replacement, who was being groomed to replace Kieron Pollard. Out of nowhere, they let him go, and they brought in Will Jacks, and they couldn't even, and they're not even finding space to accommodate Will Jacks here. But I think they definitely missing Tim David there. And also, just to let you know that they're still trying to experiment their opening combination there. I think that's something that needs to be addressed as early as possible. With Rohit Sharma also being injured, that brings in that kind of a loophole there, and they're experimenting with Maleshwar there. No wonder that Maleshwar is a good talent, and so has a wonderful potential. It's early days for him, but tonight's pitch a little bit sticky, and the ball gripping on the surface, especially for the spinners there, and they have managed to create havoc there out there in the middle. As here is Krish Bhagwat getting off the strike as he drives it towards the mid-wicket region there. He'll pick up a single there, and hopefully they need to go back to the drawing board and look at how what went wrong for them. Probably some irresponsible shots, you could call it, or did they try to enforce shots, especially in the top order, and then with the likes of Hardik Pandya and Sharafen Rutherford. And one more concern that has been bothering me is why do they keep Sharafen Rutherford batting so deep down the order there? They should probably get him at number 5 or somewhere up the order there, because he can let him play that kind of floater role, especially when the target is about 200. Give him that kind of a liberty and freedom to come up the order, and he can actually change the momentum. He can score runs quick there, and it's extremely difficult to watch Sharafen Rutherford come at the fag end of the innings when almost 3/4 of the game is all in the favor of the opposition there. And Mumbai Indians, and not just Jeet Nayak, not just Mumbai, even CSK have not been up to the mark here, to just be precise there. But definitely Mumbai Indians are a strong team on paper compared to CSK, because CSK lost it there in the auctions because they had a poor major auctions there. This time trying to go inside out, and Sanju Samson quickly whips the bail off here. Would this be a fifer here for Akil Hussain? Would this be a fifer here? Sanju Samson definitely believes that could be out. Sanju Samson definitely believes that could be out here. Akil Hussain is smiling there. He would love to have a fifer there. Who doesn't love to have a fifer in a T20 here? Well, Sanju Samson looks positive there, but I think the feet has been grounded there. Sanju Samson looked excited there, but I think the batter has in time managed to get his feet back onto the ground there. Well, Akil Hussain was absolutely delighted there. He thought that he had a fifer there. Once again, tossing the ball slower through the air. The ball pitching and turning away from the right-hander. Tried to go inside out, and Sanju Samson whipping the bail off there. He's just landed outside the crease, but he's somehow managed to drag the feet back in time, just in the nick of time there. Well, that will probably save him there. Sanju Samson a little bit overexcited there, but wonderful keeping behind the stumps here, and great bowling too, and a lot of courage, and the way Sanju Samson he's putting in a lot of intensity after being out with the pads, batting it for the entire 20 overs, carrying CSK on his back for the entire 20 overs, and now he's had to come back and keep the wickets with the pads on for the next 20 overs here. It takes a lot of courage and intensity, especially in such humid conditions there. This time the ball pitching on middle and turning away from the right-hander. He's driven it away towards the point region, and they'll pick up a single here. Wonderful over once again. 3 overs and a wicket here, and Akil Hussain completes his spell. 4 overs, 4 for 17 here. We'll talk about change of fortunes there. At one point of time, he was not even featured in the playing 11, and he was not even considered as an impact player, because Prashant Veer was paired up and he was all set to come into the middle there. But with just 2 overs remaining, 2.5 overs remaining, CSK would have thought probably Mitchell Santner bowled well and turned the ball well away from the left right-handers there, and Prashant Veer still yet to debut as a bowler in the IPL there. They thought, let's go for experience, let's get in Akil Hussain, who can get the ball to turn away from the right-handers during the power play. And that last minute change, and Prashant Veer had to remove his pads, and Akil Hussain had to put on his pads, and he came and batted along for the last 2 overs there. Did not get much strike there, but with the ball, he ran right out against the Mumbai Indians batting lineup there. Wonderful effort here. 4 overs, 4 for 17. This time, Noor Ahmed, the quicker one, is driven it towards the sweeper cover there. That will just be a single there. 90 for 7 here. 117 required of 35 here. Here is Noor Ahmed coming in from around the wicket to the right-hander. Is tapped it towards the point region there. The fielder in the backward point will cut it off, and the batters will have the time to cross over for a single there. And if at all you're just joining here on Sports Beyond Cancer, kindly do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. Every single subscription will mean the world to us in this journey, so kindly hit that subscribe button there. This time a full length delivery, and he's driven it away on the bounce to the cover fielder there. And the crowd cast there, and the CSK players just having fun out there, appealing and tossing the ball in the air just to bring the cheers from the crowd there. And that will just be a dot ball there. It was on the bounce to the fielder. This time Noor Ahmed on the pads and is driven it past Sarfraz Khan, who's on the leg side with his helmet in the 3-point. And that will just be a single here towards the deep mid-wicket region there. Back of the hand delivery, and good shot here from Shardul Thakur, driving it towards the sweeper coverage, and there he'll pick up a single on this occasion. Mumbai Indians will be keen to get as many runs as possible to reduce the deficit here, because we all understand that the net run rate will start playing a role when the tournament progresses into the next half of the next phase of the tournament here. Here is Noor, backs away, the batter backs away once again. He'll have to go back to his run up there. Here is Noor running into ball to Krish, back of the hand delivery, and he tries to cut the ball. The ball just whizzing past the outside edge, and that should be a dot ball here. He's completed a spell here. Wonderful spell here from the Afghan bowler here. 4 overs, 2 for 24, and that will be 94 for 7 after 15, and it will be 114 required of 30 there. $94 for 7 after 15. CSK should not get complacent. They need to go for the kill there. The bigger the margin of the victory, the bigger the positivity, the bigger the energy, and also the better will be the run rate here. A chance for them to better about their run rate after they have lost some serious games still all along with the huge margins there. They can reduce that negative net run rate there. As here is Gurjapneet for the first time in this inning has been given his first over. The 16th over being his first over there. There he's running into ball to Shardul Thakur there. Good ball there. That definitely whizzed off the surface there. That definitely took off the surface, shaping away from the right-hander, whizzing past the outside edge, and good carry on to Sanju Samson, the wicket-keeper. A dot ball to start off the over here. He's teaming in some pace here, Gurjapneet. Here is Gurjapneet to Shardul Thakur. This time straying down the pads. He's flicked it off his hips. And the ball's going towards the deep square leg as Mukesh Chaudhary will collect the ball and underarm the ball towards the cover fielder. That will just be a single on this occasion. 113 required of 28 now. Here is good Japanese, banks it in shot. He plays the pull shot here, and off the top as the ball's going away towards the boundary there, and good fielding there from Jamie Overton. That's the kind of energy you want to see on the field here. Despite enjoying the momentum, despite being on the upper hand there, he does not want to give easy runs, easy boundary there, puts his body behind the line and running in from the third man region there, dives in and puts an outstretched hand and cuts the ball back into the play, into the field of play there, and restricts the batters to just 2 runs there. Wonderful, wonderful fielding there. That speaks volumes about the kind of character, and that will definitely send the energy and the motivation going in the right direction for the team. That's how you need to play. We know the game is under our hands, but you still need to put the body behind the lines because every single run is key. That is the kind of intent you need to have as a cricketing player. That is the kind of intent and that is the kind of hunger you need to have whenever the ball's out running in the outfield, and you need to throw the body behind the lines to save every single possible run there. Great commitment shown out there from Jamie Overton to cut the ball away, and that will be just 2 runs there. And a single off the next ball here. This time the ball, once again, good length delivery, climbing on to the batter there. He's rocked back and punched it away towards the cover region there. Akil Hussain there, diving towards his left, holds onto the catch there. And the batters will scamper for a single there. Akil Hussain wanted to have a shy at the bowler's end with Shardul Thakur nowhere in the frame, but deciding that there was no backup there, holds his throw back there, and that will just be a single on this occasion once again. Here is Gurjapneet. Oh, once again shuffling across the off stick and tries to cut the ball here. Krish off, missing the outside edge, and that will be lodged into the wicketkeeper's hands, and that will be the end of the 16th here. 99 for 7, 1 shy away from 100 here. Mumbai Indians 109 required of 24 there. Jamie Overton into the attack for his second over here. 1 over, none for 13 here for Jamie Overton, as here is running into bowl to Shardul Thakur here. This time angling down the pads off the inside edge, is rocked back towards the right of Jamie Overton. Thakur wanted the single, but Krish not interested there. Jamie Overton underarms the ball towards the striker's end, but no damage there. That will just be a dot ball here. Here is Jamie Overton, banks it in shot here. Good keeping there from Sanju Samson. Saved every boundary there. The ball was straying down the pads, and 143.2 clicks on that one. And Shardul Thakur managed to get some bat onto it, and the ball was seeming to run down the fine length boundary there. But Sanju Samson putting a dive and managing to stop the ball, and he's cut the pace of the ball and just goes a couple of yards past his gloves, and the batters will have the time to just take a single there. 3 runs saved here from Sanju Samson. Talk about commitment and hunger. He's batted his heart out here for 20 overs out there with the bat out there. He's managed to be out there right from the word go, right since the toss. He's been out there from the ball number 1 tonight, and is notched up an unbeaten century, and then to wear the pads, his keeper pads, and then to come out and keep for the entire 20 overs under the lights in this humid condition in this summer. Takes a lot of intensity. It would taken a lot of energy off Sanju Samson here, and still he's putting his body behind the line, and that shows the kind of hunger and character Sanju Samson is, throwing his body around, and he's managed to save 3 runs for his team here. This time Jamie Overton, a bouncer here, straying down the leg. He tries to play the lap shot here. Krish, the ball climbing onto the batter there and doesn't get any contact on the bat. That will be a dot ball there. Good carry there. He's cranking up some pace and hitting the deck hard here. 143.7 clicks on that one. Carl Jacob, thank you so much there. We were eagerly waiting for your message there. Welcome to the show, Carl Jacob, all the way from West Indies here. Thank you so much, Carl Jacob, for tuning in on Sports Beyond Cancer. This time the ball, good link delivery, shaping away from the right-hander, is driven it towards the backward point region there. Sarfraz Khan will field it. That will be a dot ball here. Carl Jacob, a clash that promised so much turns out to be loops. Definitely, Carl, this is the clash of the heavyweights. It's the El Clasico, the clash between the two teams which has won the most number of tournaments so far. 10 times between these two, which each winning the IPL 5 times is there. But unfortunately, Sanju Samson there. What a wonderful knock here tonight by the player of the tournament in the T20 World Cup. Once again in Wankhede. It's his happy home. It's happy hunting ground here. And even though the pitch was a little bit too paced and the ball was sticking and the spinners were trying to get some grip on the surface here. And this time straying down the pads here, and Krish tried to flick the ball and it's gone straight down the throat of the deep fine leg fielder there. Gurjapneet Singh did not even have to move at all. The ball was offered on a platter into his hands and he's held on to the catch here, and that will be the first wicket of the evening here for Jamie Overton, as Krish Bhagat will have to make his way back to the dressing room. He's been dismissed for 7 of 14 and that will be 100 for 8 here. Straying down the leg and Krish trying to just help it along over the fine leg region there, and Gurjapneet is straight down his throat and he holds on, and that will be the 8th wicket here. 100 for 8 after 17 here, the first wicket of the evening here for Jamie Overton. So Carl, just getting back to that so he played a wonderful knock here with none of the batters even being able to contribute that much in that innings there. He single-handedly took them across 208 with an unbeaten century. What a wonderful knock here with some cameos obviously in and there, and then sensible batting too. When the CSK lost a lot of wickets in the middle overs, he realized that he needs to be till the end, so he shifted gears and he took on the role of the responsible anchor there rather than playing with that kind of a liberty that we usually see Sanju Samson going through the innings with Dubey and Dreves falling early, and in the last 2-3 overs with the Mumbai Indians nailing Yorkers, he had to wait for his time and then capitalized and then notched up the big century. In return, the West Indian spinner Akhil Hussain was wonderful straight away. Talk about change of fortunes there. Within a matter of 2 to 3 minutes, Prashant Veer was paired up as to come in as the impact sub tonight to bat in the last 2 overs, but because Santner was gripping the ball and because Ghazanfar was gripping the ball, they thought, why not we try Akhil Hussain, and they decided they removed the pads of Prashant Veer and asked Akhil Hussain to pad up and go into bat at the last 2 overs, and then straight away he's been given the ball with the new ball and he picked up the wickets of Maleshwar and then the likes of Namandir with 2 beauties of deliveries there, and then came back to break the partnership, 65 in partnership between Tilak Verma and Surya Kumar Yadav, and then managed to pick the wicket of I think he picked the wicket of I'm not sure who it was, Surya Kumar Yadav, beg your pardon there. I think he picked Surya Kumar Yadav there. Wonderful stuff there from the West Indian bowler there. And then well supported by Noor Ahmed, who picked in 2 wickets. And Mukesh Chowdhury bowled wonderfully in the power play. And Anshul Kamboj kept it tight for the first 2 overs there. This time Anshul Kamboj into the attack here for his second spell here. His 3rd over. He's running into bowl to Shardul Thakur here. Shardul Thakur hits it straight down in the air. And that should be taken here. Easy catch there for the fielder in the long on region there. Goes with the reverse cup. A traditional reverse cup technique there by the South African there. As Deval Brevis holds on to the catch, and Anshul Kamboj will pick up the first wicket of his inning here. He's bowled wonderfully tonight here, Anshul Kamboj. He's kept it tight. He's bowled in the right channels, and straight away in the death over, the 18th over there, and Shardul Thakur, the man who came in as a concussion substitute for Mitchell Santner, who took the catch of I think I forgot who was the catch of. I think Mitchell Santner pulled a stunner out there in the field and he injured his shoulder there, and he's wrapped his shoulder, and that's the reason Sarfraz came out there. I think that's the reason Shardul Thakur came out here, as Jasprit Bumrah walks in as the last man here for Mumbai Indians. Once again banks it short. Jasprit Bumrah trying to play the bull shot. He's missed the ball. A half-hearted appeal here from Sanju Samson, and the umpire says not out, and he flexes his arms, and that'll be a white ball here. And kindly, we are almost last wicket here. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there. Every single like, every single subscription will mean the world to us. So kindly hit that subscribe button there. This time a full length delivery, angling into the right hander there. And Noor Ahmed has a shy at the bowler's end. A direct hit would have mean curtains to Bumrah. But Noor Ahmed has caught Jasprit Bumrah with the throw there. And an apology straight away from the Afghanistan player there, straight away. Good spirit of cricket there. And hopefully nothing serious there for Bumrah there. And he's off the mark. And I see 105 people watching the stream. Kindly do not forget to hit the subscribe here. Here is Kamboj running into bowl to Ashwini. Once again, good length delivery, a bouncer. And Ashwini trying to play the pull shot. The ball climbing onto him. No head position and body balance there. Trying to play the pull shot here. Typical number 10 kind of a pull shot there. And that will be a dot ball here. Here is Kamboj to Ashwini. This time a full length delivery, he drives it and confusion between the batters there. Will this be a direct hit? A direct hit would have been curtains there in the batter's end here. Well. Ashwini driving it past the wicket there, and he scampered for a single there. And Jasprit Bumrah not interested. Both the batters run it at the same end there, and Deval Brev is having a shy at the bowler's end, but the ball missing the stumps and almost missing the stumps at the batter's end. Direct hit at the batter's end would have been curtains here, but Sanju Samson not up to the stumps there. He was standing backwards, and the direct hit missed at the striker's end, and that will be just a dot ball there. That will just be a dot ball there. A slower bouncer, a slower ball, a full length delivery, slower ball there. Rolls his fingers on the ball. Ashwini clearing his front leg and drives it straight back to the bowler. That will be a dot ball once again. Here is Anshul Kamboj coming in from around the wicket here. This time a Yorker length delivery outside the off stump, goes underneath the bat, and that will be a dot ball here. 102 for 9. The required run rate now 48.292, 48, it's above 50 now. So that's out of the equation. They beg your pardon there. And not trying to be sarcastic, but just it came into the my eyesight there as 102 for 9 after 18 years. 106 required of 106 required of beg your pardon there. 12 balls there. Gurjapneet into his second over. Just the 1 over for him, the 16th over. He was brought late into the attack tonight here. Gurjapneet running into ball to Bumrah. This time a slower ball there, and Bumrah trying to heave it across the line. The ball back of the hand delivery. 112.0 clicks on that one. Completely beating the batter. And a couple of bounces onto the wicket keeper. That will be a dot ball. Here is Gurjapneet to Bumrah. Bumrah trying to guide it towards the third man region. There was a slow ball outside the off stump. He had to wait for the ball and just guiding it towards the third man region there. He'll pick up single there. Here is Gurjapneet running into bowl to Ashwani. A full in delivery. He drives it towards the mid-off region there. And that'll just be a dot ball there. Good captaincy there to bring in the field inside the circle there. Just to keep the batters at bay and not to give them easy singles there. Here is Gurjapneet running into bowl to Ashwani. Once again, a full in delivery onto the bats. This time is driven it away towards the long on region there. He'll pick up a single there. Here is Gurjapneet to Bumrah. A full toss and is driven it back to the bowler. That'll just be a dot ball here. 104 required of 7 balls there. And it's been taken here. Bumrah's been dismissed here. The ball outside the off stump, and Bumrah trying to guide it towards the third man region there. And a sharp catch here, diving towards his right here from Sanju Samson. He's faced the first ball of the game. He carried on the entire innings and he's kept the wickets for the entire duration of the second half. And the game ends with his catch out there. That's the kind of impact Sanju Samson has out there in the middle tonight here. He started the game and has now finished the game with the catch. And he's remained out there in the thick of the action throughout the duration of the 40 overs here in this contest here. Beg your pardon, the 39 overs here, because Mumbai have been bundled out in 39 overs here. 104 for 10 for 104 all out in 19 overs here. A huge win here for Chennai Super Kings here. That'll do a world of good for them in the terms of confidence, in terms of motivation, and also in terms of spurring their net run rate in the positive directions there. For Mumbai Indians, something for them to go back and reflect. They still have the reverse fixture coming in the next week, where Mumbai will be travelling to the eastern circle. Well, they will visit the Chepak Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai there for the reverse fixture there. They will be keen to get revenge back against the yellow army there. But tonight it's all been yellow tonight here. The entire Wankhede has been painted yellow tonight here, courtesy a wonderful match-winning knock here by the player of the T20 World Cup, to recently concluded T20 World Cup, Sanju Samson here, single-handedly almost playing right from the word go, staying unbeaten to get the 100, to get his century off the last ball. And he's notched up his second century of this campaign, unbeaten, spurring CSK to 207 for 6 of 20 overs there. And in return, Akhil Hussain bowled wonderfully, turning the ball away from the right-handers and getting those key wickets during the power play, and straight away putting the pressure back on the opposition. And Mukesh Chowdhury too bowled wonderfully, especially his first 3 overs, kept it so tight, and the way he swing the ball on both sides here, in swingers, out swingers, both ways, they beg your pardon there. And let's have a look at the scorecard there to all the folks who just joined us here on Sports Beyond Cancer, and to the people who are all throughout the stream here, thank you so much there. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button there. And Quinton de Kock was cleaned up in that manner as he chopped on here, as Namandir was bowled by a peach of a delivery by Akhil Hussain. Surya Kumar Yadav and Tilak Verma stitched a partnership there, trying to steady the ship here. But Tilak Verma chopped on once again as Akhil Hussain was brought into his second spell. And Surya Kumar Yadav trying to play the sweep shot, hold out in the deep backward square there, as Hardik Pandya, poor shot here, probably the poorest shot that we witnessed in tonight's contest here, coming off the blade of the Mumbai Indian skipper there, dismissed for 1 run of 2 balls there. The ball was turning away from him as he tried to go over the onside here, hitting it across the line there with no head balance or body position, and he was caught in the short third man region there. Sheriff entered the ball once again. Loss of temperament there. Rush of blood. First ball, flight delivery, throw in the gamble, and he fell for the bait and hold out to the fielder in the sweeper coverage, and there for a first ball golden duck there. Shardul Thakur came in as a replacement sub in terms of concussion sub because Mitchell Santner was injured. I still have not got clarity on how Santner could have been brought in, how Santner was allowed to get in a replacement sub because the injury that he had was to his shoulder there, but as per my knowledge, I think the substitution should have been allowed only for concussion substitutes. So we'll have to wait. Krish Butt just 7 there of 15, and then Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah falling there. Akil Hussain there, 4 overs, 4 for 17. Wonderful economic 4.25. Anshul Kamboj 3 overs, 1 for 10. Great bowling there. Jamie Overton 2 overs, 1 for 14. Gurjapneet Singh just coming in the fag end of the innings there. 2 overs, 1 for 7 as they bowl to the trail. Noor Ahmed wonderful today using the surface. 4 overs, 2 for 24. Mukesh Chowdhury 4 overs, 1 for 31. Wonderful, especially with the new ball there. And this wicket was sticky and was gripping for the spinners there. They were able to get that amount of turn, and the ball was stopping when the ball was to turn away from the batters there. And both the spinners of both the sides executed it to perfection there. Mitchell Santner a tad expensive. A couple of good hits there from Karthik Sharma, but Sanju Samson the limelight there once again, notching up the second century of the campaign here. And CSK going on to win this game by 103 runs here. To all the folks who watch the stream, kindly hit that subscribe button before we go there. And this will ensure that Mumbai Indians roll back to number 8 in the points table. Mumbai Indians will roll back to number 8 in the points table there. CSK winning this game by a mammoth 103 runs there. But they still have the reverse fixture, I think, in the next week. They will have to wait for that. I think CSK versus Mumbai Indians will be coming on the 2nd of May there. So they'll be eager to take revenge against the Yellow Army that night there in Chennai there. And tomorrow we have one more blockbuster of a contest coming in just about 125 kilometers away from my home there in Nama Bengaluru in Chinnaswamy there. As Royal Challengers Bangalore will take on Gujarat Titans there. That will be a wonderful contest here. And here is Akil Hussain handing the purple cap back to Anshul Kamboj there. Anshul Kamboj has managed to reclaim the purple cap here, as Akil Hussain is all smiles here tonight here. A turnaround of things here. He was not even considered in the frame of things here at one stage. He was in the substitutes, and even Prashant Veer was decided as a substitute here. He was already paired up, and in the last moment, CSK decided that let's not play Prashant Veer tonight here. Prashant Veer was asked to remove his pads, and then came in Akil Hussain with the bat for the last 2 overs, and then in the end, Prakash Kubal. Hi to you too. Thank you so much, Prakash Kubal. Hi to you too. Hope you enjoyed the stream, Prakash Kubal. And then he came on in the last 2 overs. He was denied singles because Sanju Samson wanted to keep the strike for quite some time in the last few overs. And he ensured he scored the 25-26 odd runs in the last 2 overs there. And then with the ball straight away with the new ball, he started creating a dent in the Mumbai Indians batting in order, tossing it slower through the air and getting the turf. Ball turns away from the right-handers there. And Akil Hussain... one of his strengths is to bowl in the power play with the new ball there, and he was wonderful tonight here with the ball here for Chennai Super Kings, and he and Noor crumpled the opposition, especially bowling 4 overs, and he picked up 4 for 17 off his spell here. Akil Hussain, a match-winning spell with the ball there, and CSK straight away from number 8. They have bounced up to number 5 in the points table. They have bounced up to number 5 because of the big healthy win tonight. Their net run rate would have been boosted so much that straight away, with many teams stranded on 6 points, but still they will find themselves at number 6, number 5 here tonight here, CSK. 6 games, 2 wins and 4 losses. 6 games, 3 wins and 4 losses for CSK. 6 games, 3 wins and 4 losses for CSK. For Mumbai, on the other hand, 7 games. They have played a game extra there, and they have lost 3 games. They have lost 5 games. They beg your pardon there. And with that said, hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Nasr Akbir, for your message. Congrats, CSK. Good game today. Nasr Akbir, thank you so much once again for being here on Sports Beyond Cancer, all the way from Trinidad there. And definitely, it's going to be positive signs because MS Dhoni is all set to take the field against the Gujarat Titans on 26th there. Hopefully, you will be there that day to welcome back the man, the myth, the legend there, the Mahendra Singh Dhoni there that day. It'll be crucial to see whom will he be replacing in this playing 11. Will it be Karthik Sharma? Because Karthik Sharma showed some glimpses, tried to settle his nerves to some extent, even though he played less than a runner ball. But those couple of hits for a world-class spinner on this kind of a surface where the spinners were able to get the turn and extract the turn of grip on the surface. That two shots, they're probably the shots of the night for me, hitting it over the long off region there. And would it be a right move to drop the youngster and bringing Mahendra Singh Dhoni, or what change can CSK make just to bring in Mahendra Singh Dhoni, because his presence itself is going to be a big booster, not just for the fans but also for the CSK dugout and the management there, because the kind of aura and the kind of energy he brings in with his presence is simply wonderful for the youngsters, and the team will just bounce off the energy. We'll have to wait and watch how CSK manage the arrival of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, but tonight's been a yellow party. The entire city of dreams has been painted yellow, courtesy of Sanju Samson, Akhil Hossain, and a wonderful all-round team effort here. And Jamie Overton and Tilak Verma there. Good spirit here. What's on the field should be left on the field here. I think they had some altercation and argument between the after Jamie Overton's over there, and Tilak Verma had a rant at Jamie Overton. Here they are, both of them hugging each other, smiling and just settling things on the field there. That's so wonderful to see. It definitely does happen during the heat of the moment there, but what's happened there, you just need to forget and carry on, because that is what the beauty of the nature of the human spirit and also the nature of the game has been. Wonderful to see both these players, the Englishman and the Tilak Verma there, settling off things, smiling it off and just hugging each other, just as they shake hands. They're wonderful visuals out there coming in. That was a wonderful visual there to see them do that kind of stuff there, especially when Tilak Verma lost his cool and had a rant at Jamie Overton after the end of Jamie Overton's over there. I'm not sure what that was, but it was a heated argument out there in the middle. But wonderful to see them. They're just forgetting it and hugging each other and smiling it off. That's wonderful to live out the negativity and carry on with the positivity there. That's what world is meant to be of. That's what makes us beautiful. It's all the smiles, it's all the positivity that you need to carry along. And that'll be the end of the game here. CSK winning this game by 103 runs. A big win, and that'll spur them to point to number 5 in the points table, straight away from the 9th position to the 5th position there. Wonderful effort here from the CSK and co tonight. Sanju Samson once again, absolutely masterclass. He loves this ground, doesn't he? This was a ground where he scored that runs in the T20 World Cup, which started as I think it was in the semi-final, if I'm not wrong. Either semi-finals or quarter-finals, and he played a wonderful knock on this wicket. He's definitely enjoyed batting out here in Mumbai, and once again he notched up his century. He's third on the orange cap leaderboard with 293 runs, just behind Abhishek Sharma and Heinrich Klaassen there, who are on 313 and 310, somewhere close there. And Sanju Samson is around 293, and he's notched up his 2nd century of this season here. 2 centuries in the opening campaign of CSK there. Who would have imagined, all the way from Rajasthan Royals, being swapped, and he's coming to this and still let me remind you, a lot of people were questioning him that he's not into full form, and despite not being in full form and despite being questioned for his antics and strength, he's managed to pick up 2 centuries there. Imagine if he comes to form there. That's the kind of character Sanju Samson is, the kind of expectations people have from Sanju Samson. And Chennai Super Kings straight away jumping from 9th to the 5th point with this victory, with the courtesy of this huge victory. They have done a world of good for the net run rate. The net run rate from a huge negative margin has now come down to a plus 0.12 there. That's good to see there, and that will be the end of the game here tonight here. Hope you had a wonderful time watching the stream, and if at all you love the stream, kindly do not forget to hit that subscribe button and like button. And if at all you feel that you're putting in the efforts, and if at all you want to acknowledge the efforts here, you can also feel free to contribute towards my efforts and also my medical battle there by scanning the QR code, and you can contribute towards my journey there and be a part of my fight and be a part of my passion there, and motivate us in much more wonderful ways. So thank you so much once again for all you people for being here. This is Saurav Vitlamurthy. We'll be winding up this stream here tonight here. And hope to see you all tomorrow. We'll be bringing in a lot of cricketing action, a lot of sporting action all the time. So it's just a start. We are just starting out. We'll be back on Sports Beyond Cancer. Take care. Have a wonderful night to those people on this side of the world, and to the people on the other side of the world. Have a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow there. Thank you so much there. We'll be back for the action as Royal Challengers Bangalore will be hosting Gujarat Titans tomorrow.